You're watching WKYT News at noon.
Good afternoon. Now 12:30. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey for WKYT News. Parents and students have been warned to be on alert after a report of a man grabbing a child.
The incident happened yesterday morning as the 6th grader at Jesse Clark Middle School walked to a bus stop in the Southview and Lamont Drive area. WKYT's Mark Barber talks with the boy's mother in our top story at 12:30. Mark?
The boy's mother says it was very hard to let her 11-year-old come back to school here at Jesse Clark Middle today because he almost did not make it here yesterday. She says a man grabbed her 6th grader and tried to drag him into a truck.
You go back and forth from angry to terrified to glad he's home and safe with you.
Erin Bagwell says her mind is still running wild after a man tried to kidnap her son. She tells WKYT that her boy was walking to a school bus in the area of Southview Drive and Lamont Drive when a man pulled up behind him, got out of a truck, and grabbed him.
He plays on his school's football team, which is the state championship team, and so he's got a lot of defensive moves, and he was able to think very quickly and get away from this person.
Bagwell says the man was driving a red truck. According to the principal of the school, a man tried to kidnap students twice last school year, and in each case, a red truck was reported by the victims.
I have 5 children, and I worry about every one of them.
Bagwell says her advice to other parents is simple. Start practicing safety tips with your children, and don't let them walk to the bus alone. The school is also asking parents and students to be cautious and alert. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. And police are investigating the alleged attempted abduction. If the boy's story doesn't have any inconsistencies, they say they'll increase their patrols in the area. A Kentucky State University student is recovering this afternoon after being wounded in an overnight shooting. Catrice Plaucha and Donta Berry, who is not a KSU student, were hit by gunfire while sitting in a car parked at Rose's Car Wash on Main Street in Frankfort. Frankfort police say the shots were fired from another car in the parking lot. Another KSU student was driving the car the victims were in. He drove to the KSU entrance where he flagged down a police officer for help. Police say the 3 did not know the vehicle or the people who shot them, but they say it's possible the shooting carried over from a fight at an off-campus party.
Apparently there had been some type of altercation there, and so this shooting occurred after that. Now, whether the two are completely related, that's all, of course, part of our investigation.
Police say Plaucher was shot in the arm. Berry was hit in the stomach. Police say he'll have to have surgery, but both injuries are considered non-life-threatening. A Lexington gas station became the scene of a robbery for the 3rd time this week.
It's been happening over and over. It happened at the Speedway on Paris Pike about 3:30 this morning. Each time, the culprits have been armed with a different kind of weapon. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain has more on the holdups in this Crime Tracker report.
I spoke with Lexington police. They tell me right now they're currently trying to determine if there are any similarities between the 3 robberies that occurred here at the Speedway on Paris Pike since Saturday. The manager at Speedway tells WKYT that there was a different clerk working at the time of the 3 robberies. The first robbery occurred Saturday morning, the second early Monday morning, and the latest robbery happened around 3:30 this morning. The suspects' descriptions are not the same, and police can't tell if they are related. Police say the weapon used in the 3 robberies has been different, a baseball bat, knife. In this morning's robbery, police say the crook approached the clerk with a pipe. That pipe was found outside the gas station, and police are checking it for fingerprints at some point today. Also, police say the K-9 unit has tracked the suspects to an open parking lot where it appears a vehicle had immediately left the area following each robbery. Police say they were actively out in this area at the time of this morning's robbery. They just happened to not be here at the gas station. They are continuing to patrol the area. In Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. And police say the suspect in this morning's robbery was wearing a purple knit cap, a black jacket, dark jeans, and dark boots. State police are searching for a Martin County man today in a lake. 37-year-old William Scottie Fannin has not been seen in more than 4 days. Police began searching in an area around his home yesterday, and using sonar equipment, police detected what appears to be a body at the bottom of Milo Lake. Search and recovery efforts are now underway.
The city of Prestonsburg is under scrutiny. A report released today from the state auditor's office found some questionable activity by the former mayor. Among the many findings, the most concerning comes from a conflict of interest related to a real estate deal. The auditor's report says the former mayor may have pocketed around $97,000 worth of grant money. The report also questions spending activity by the city's former comptroller. State police are now investigating. An appointment by Governor Matt Bevin removes another incumbent Democrat from the state house. Representative Tanya Pullen of South Shore in northeastern Kentucky is being appointed an administrative law judge. Pullen says she did not speak to the governor directly about the appointment. It will create the need for yet another special election as Democrats tried to hold on to a very narrow majority in the House. Well, Lexington's Faith and Community Christmas store is now open for business.
That store is located at Southland Christian Church on Richmond Road, and it helps people who are really struggling during the holiday season with gifts for their loved ones. WKYT's Rebecca Smith was there when it opened this morning.
This is the 20th year for the Community Christmas Store. Organizers and recipients of the gifts today say that it serves a vital role in our community.
At a time when the middle class is shrinking and the haves and have-nots are growing, it's getting more and more difficult for some families to have a Merry Christmas. 18,000 children were given a Christmas last year because of the Faith and Community Christmas Store. Organizers and personal shoppers hope this year they can help someone have a little brighter holiday season.
Some of our families are already on some tough times, but again, it's a way to give back. But I think our volunteers get blessed just as much as the shoppers are blessed. So again, I think it's a win-win, and it just reminds me the real reason for the season of Christmas.
It's just an honor to serve the people in our community and to show them the love of Christ.
The Community Christmas Store is open until 8 o'clock tonight here on Richmond Road in Lexington. Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you very much. The store will continue until Friday. The Lexington Bluegrass Association of Realtors donated $500 to help buy more gifts. Well, Christmas arrived early for hundreds of Owsley County students. Mission of Hope delivered toys and hygiene packs to Owsley County Elementary. Each child filled their bag with toys and was allowed to take one for any younger siblings who are not at school today. Teachers say it brings joy and hope to the children.
Simple fact that some of our students probably get maybe 1 to 2 Christmas presents if they get any. So with this Mission of Hope coming, it allows for every kid to take home a garbage bag full of presents. They smile the rest of the day. They feel like someone does care for them other than their family. It feels like they have a chance.
Mission of Hope brings Christmas to children at 27 schools throughout southeastern Kentucky. A terrific program.
Boy, creating a lot of smiles today.